I've been observing you since I came back from my trip overseas.
Really?
Yeah. You don't look too well.
It's just a little fatigue. Maybe just, the stress from
really?
daily activities.
I think you should go to the hospital tomorrow morning.
I can manage.
Don't worry about the children. I'll drop them off at school tomorrow and probably pick them up after the closes.
But your job is very demanding.
I insist you go to the hospital tomorrow morning. In fact, that should be the first thing you do tomorrow. I'll ask Jim to drop you off at the hospital. In fact, you'll have him for the whole of tomorrow. Is that okay?
Thank you, sir. Thanks, dear.
You really look sick. Come on. Hello, Clara. Honey, how are you? Yeah. I'm still in the office. So what did the doctor say? What? God. Did I hear you well? Did they run some tests? Oh my God. Baby. Okay, just hold on. I'm on my way. I'm coming right away. I'm going to catch up with you. Oh my God, I don't believe this is happening. Not now. It must be a false report. Tell me this is not true.
It's alright, Mr. Williams. It's alright. We tried our best, but we couldn't.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. It's past 3 p.m., sir.
Yes. What engagement do I have for 3 p.m.?
Your kids might have closed at 2 p.m., sir.
Oh my God, I totally forgot. Where's my car keys?
So would you rather I go pick them up for you?
Well, the school authorities don't know you.
You could give them a call, sir.
That's a good idea. Miss Lizzie. Good afternoon. This is Mr. Williams. Yeah, I won't be able to come and pick up my keys. I'm sending down my secretary. Her name is Ngozi. She's good looking. She's wearing a cream top and black trousers. Yeah, thank you very much. It's okay, you can go now. Tell Jimo to take you down with the other car.
Alright, sir. You have the files you asked me to bring for you, sir.
Ngozi?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Clarence. How are you?
Fine, sir. Is that Ngozi? She's at the gate.
Auntie Ngozi?
Yes, sir.
Which Ngozi is that? From where?
Yes, Daddy, I remember. I forgot to tell you she comes to teach us my schoolwork.
Ngozi comes to teach you your schoolwork.
Yes.
Let her in, please.
Okay, sir.
Young lady, since when has Ngozi been coming here to teach you your schoolwork?
I can't remember since when. But I like her more than my teachers in my school. She teaches more than them too.
So she does come here.
Yes, Daddy, and she also buys sweets for me too.
Young man, you two are not left out.
Good afternoon, sir. Happy Easter celebration, sir.
Good afternoon, Ngozi.
Mojo and Tayo, how are you?
Happy celebrations to you too.
Thank you, sir.
I'm fine.
How are you, darling? How are you?
Please, take a seat.
Thank you very much, sir.
Mojo, please call Auntie Blessing to bring something for Ngozi.
Hey, Auntie Ngozi, welcome. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you too. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Do you know her somewhere?
Yes, Oga. I know her here. She always come to teach Mojo and Tayo at home.
Alright, I see. Would you rather I leave? Maybe you are shy and wanting.
Not to worry, sir. I'll eat at the dining table. So how are you? Tayo, come on.
Ngozi, I never really gave her a thought. I guess I never really saw her beyond being my secretary. I'm amazed at the way she gets along with the children. Wow. See the way they love her. And she too loves them. Even Blessing and Clarus, they both like her. Just like my late wife. And all this while I have been searching for someone to fit into my late wife's shoes. Is she real? Or just a mirage? Well,
Ngozi!
Yes, Mama, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. They called me.
I called you, my daughter. Welcome.
Thank you, Mama.
How was work today?
That's fine. God grace.
And your boss?
It's okay. It's fine.
Just okay.
Mama, it's just okay. It's fine.
Okay. Actually, my daughter, why I called you, I've been considering what you told me yesterday concerning his proposal to you. But what do you think about him? Do you like him?
Yes, Mama. As a boss, I think I do. But as a husband, well, I think I'm beginning to have feelings for him.
This your feeling, my daughter. Is it
out of love or pity for him because of his position, his situation, he has found himself in.
I'm so confused. I'm very, very confused, Mama.
You should. You should be confused. Considering your relationship with Francis, how far both of you have come. The time you have been together, and both of you are young. Francis and yourself, you are both of the same age mates. And considering the time you have come together, my daughter, if you ask me, I would say you wait and marry your own shabetier robber rather than this fairly used. That is bringing himself your way.
Mama, I know. But my only problem with Francis is that he still wants to settle down in a very big way, knowing his condition and everything. I'm not getting any younger, Mama. I'm not. I've tried talking to him, but he just won't give it up. He wants to get a big house, a big car. He wants to do everything in a big style. Let's just settle for what we have. But he refused, Mama. I don't know what to do.
Well, the way you speak, my daughter, it's like your mind is already made up.
How can you say that, Mama?
Yes, because now you are saying everything about Francis and saying he's not ready to settle down. Well, all I'm trying to say, you are my third child. And I know really that age is not on your side. Then my dear daughter, I'm only saying be careful. Be careful. Marriage is a very funny thing. A package that you don't know what is inside till you open it. And it can only be opened when you are there. Once you are there, you have opened it, whatever you see it is. So as you are considering both of them be wise, pray about it. Because once you get in there, there is no coming out, my dear daughter. That's why I'm saying be careful. Just be careful.
Good day, viewers, and you're welcome to today's episode of The Sessions. And today we're talking about a story that has been captioned Prayer Answered. I'm your host, my name is Akimbola Praise, and to discuss with me today, I have two persons by my near right here. I have Deaconess Joy Alapa. She's a teacher at Tekman Secondary School in Warri. You're welcome, ma'am.
Good day, viewers.
Okay, and to my far right, I have with me Pastor Musa Okwonwa, who is a lecturer at the Petroleum Training Institute in Efron. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Good day, viewers.
Okay, I would like to start by asking whose prayer is answered. Pastor Musa, is God answering their prayers, or is it their situation that is answering the prayer?
Well, thank you very much. I wouldn't like to say at this point that any particular person's prayer has been answered because you cannot say that until something happens. That is, a marriage is consummated. Okay. Then you say, okay, this prayer has been answered. And then again, for you to say prayer has been answered, is it following God's will for them, for each of the parties involved? For Mr. Williams and then for the lady, if she's really praying to God, asking for the right direction, because you see that she's in a confused state. And in that situation, the best thing to do, like you said, is to go back to God and find out His will for that particular situation. And then, if rightly guided, if she really hears from God, and then whatever happens after that, we can say, yes, this.
Now, I want to look at it from this aspect. Big question. What is the basis for marriage? Why should somebody get married? Is there any reason why somebody should not even get married? Deaconess Alakwa?
Well, the basis for marriage, I know from God's word, is that it is God's own institution. And if we do it, we are doing it in obedience to God's word. You know, when God created man, it was He who found out that it is not good for man to be alone. So marriage is God's idea. It's not our own. That's why you find that, you know, when you come of that age, you will always want, as an individual, that, you know, God has created, there's always be that desire, that urge to get married.
Well, so we have some people that do not have urge. I've heard stories of people that they have to marry for them.
Of course. But then there are very few when you compare. There are always exceptions. Exceptions, very, very minute when you compare. On the average, every person will always look forward to getting married. So the basics, I think it's God that originated it, and it's a desire from everybody. Then basically, to get married, you marry out of love. Somebody you are interested in, you see somebody you are interested in that person, not necessarily for who he is or what he has done, but the person as an individual appeals to you.
So that's the primary foundation.
Yeah.
As in, outside the scriptures now, basically, humanly speaking, love.
Yeah.
Okay, what about other aspects of like maybe age, convenience, Pastor Musa?
Thank you. I will say that, like what Deacon had just said, marriage is an institution ordained by God. And God is the originator, founder, owner of marriage. And so marriage starts as a need. You know, if you read Genesis 2:18, it's not good for man to be alone.
Okay.
First as a need. It's a need. For everybody, it's a need. You just find at a point, it's the next thing in line that you need to achieve in life. For every average man, woman, it's in the scale of preference of life, it comes as a need. Okay. You're educated, you've gone to school, you are now working, and then suddenly find out, hey, I should be married.
The next level.
That's the next thing.
The next level.
You know? So you would have taken care of some basic things about your life, physics, and then you find out this is where I am now as a man or a woman. You heard them God say, I'm not getting any younger. Okay. It is now the next thing for her to achieve.
On a scale of preference.
That is, it starts as a need. Okay. But then, who do you now marry? It now becomes a desire.
Okay.
It becomes a desire.
Okay.
It started as a need, becomes a desire. And in achieving that desire, you now have so many other things will now come into place. Who should this person be? Criteria that this partner should meet. That's where the big issues now arise. The criteria that he or she should satisfy in the course of, and then you now be able to make the right choice among several. And then that's where you
can find several people who maybe they fall into that category.
Like where we are now.
Okay, now you've made some very good points, but I want to ask something. Now, you talk about marriage starting as a need and then desire and all that. Now, for Mr. Williams in quote now, he has gone through all of that, then suddenly he loses his wife, which happens to a lot of people. And now he now has to go through that process again. Is there any change, any difference between this second process and the first one?
There is.
Okay.
There is a big difference. Mr. Williams, unfortunately, has gone through a tragic situation.
Yeah.
And you find that for him, it's a need. Right there, it's a need. That desire is not there. If you watch that clip, he wants somebody to feel his wife's shoes. So he has not even factored his own desire into it. Okay. All he wants is that somebody to take care of the kids and take them off his hands, and so maybe he can go about his other business. But for now, the issue of love for him is not there. It's not there. Because it's still very cloudy. Okay. He's still missing the wife.
Okay. Okay, viewers, we'll be taking a short break, and then when we'll be back, we'll be looking more deeply into this issue. Stay tuned. Welcome back, viewers, to the second segment of today's episode of Decisions. We're still talking about prayer answered. Just before we went on break, we're talking about Mr. Williams and what is driving him towards his own need for marriage now. I'm talking about it saying that it's just he has a need for him to get married. Now let's look about the aspect of the lady who called Ngozi, who is considering getting married to a widower. What are your thoughts about that, Pastor Nosa?
Thank you very much. Like we were saying before the interlude, the man has a need, that's Mr. Williams. Then the lady in question also has a need. But the thing with her own case is that, like I said, there are 3 issues concerning her need.
Okay.
Is it out of sympathy for the man? Is it out of an opportunity that is there for her to take over?
Crossover from one side to another.
Yes, because like she said that she's not getting younger. And then again, is there love in it? So those are 3 issues that she has to contend with in her own case.
Okay.
So and then whatever it is, there are things that she's not really seeing ahead because the relationship is not balanced. The widower is already advanced in life in terms of having kids, married before, and she is just yet to go into marriage.
Okay.
And so the balance is not even.
It's like an experienced person with an inexperienced person coming together to
and then with some burdens too. Which is true.
Okay, with some burdens.
Yeah.
Okay, but if we look at it in a way, the widower
responsibilities.
Okay, yes, responsibilities. Now the widower, as it is now, okay, he has experienced marriage. He is more understanding. I believe that he should be able to handle the younger lady better than when you have 2 freshers. So even though the lady may come to meet responsibility on ground, not like when she gets married to somebody who did not have any children before and they can start life together and all that. But if she comes in now, she's meeting something on ground. There are people who have said that married men are more responsible somehow than people who are just about to get married. So is it not still going to be better off for her than getting married to somebody whom she's not even sure when that one wants to settle down? Isn't this a better option?
Well, that question can only be answered by God. Yeah.
How do you see? See, it's only God that will answer to.
Honestly, it may look as though it's a very good idea. But looking at it critically, like we said, like the mother was saying, that when a package is given to you, you don't know what it's inside until you open it. It may look rosy for her right now. Opportunity has actually come. It's like the opportunity she's been waiting for. The other man is not ready. She's looking at it from that aspect. But what actually holds for her, she does not know. She's yet to know. And it can never be unveiled until she's inside. So the best bet is not for her to rush into it. It is true that she's been waiting, but she's got to take time off and really pray and find out the mind of God concerning this issue.
Okay, we don't know exactly maybe how she has prayed or whatever, but from available information, she has prayed, and even with the current relationship that she's into, she's been asking God that this guy is not ready. God guide and all that. Then suddenly the boss comes asking.
Yes, but even as the boss has come, she has said right now, when she was discussing with the mom, she said, "Mommy, I'm confused." She's still in a state of confusion because she has not concluded on who to go for. So it's still the right time to, for me, she should take time off. Don't rush into anything for now. Now that the situation is like this, and be sure of what you're ready to meet.
Okay, now let's look at the mother. The mother herself she's not buying the idea of the boss, hook, line, and sinker. Yeah. But she called the daughter specifically to ask about that relationship that she's thinking about. So what can the mother do to help the daughter to be much more guided.
Yeah, the mother can as well
pray
along with her and keep, advising her. She has positioned herself in an advisory position, not commanding, not dictating to her, oh, my daughter, this is what you must do. You must marry this or not. But she's already taken the role of an advisor, and she should continue. Make her to know the pros and the cons, the consequences of what she's about to enter into.
But somehow, so far, the mother has not even met with this boss.
You don't have to meet.
I don't think, for me, I think the mother has been playing a very beautiful role. The popular saying that what elders see sitting down, the young ones don't sit when they stand up.
Exactly.
So the mother, she's seen far ahead. And it was on that basis she called the daughter. And then the kind of advice she gave, she was not on either side, sort of.
Yeah.
Okay, now
she's not pushing her towards that, but giving her, look at these two things. Look at the danger here, look at the danger here. Go back in prayers and get a proper focus.
Now let's look at one other side that may come up. Let's assume that eventually the young lady chooses to continue the relationship that she is in, and then decide to tell the boss that, look, it's okay the way it is, I'm okay with the relationship I'm in. How do we think that will affect her job? Is it not going to be in the end that there are, maybe if the boss accepts it like that, it's okay. But if the boss doesn't accept it like that, it may start affecting her job. Do we see it from that angle?
I think if Mr. Williams, like what we saw, is a nice man.
Yeah, pure-hearted.
Yeah, I don't think he will take it out on her because either way, because I don't see, from what I saw in that clip, I don't see him going that far. It's not.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be that kind of person.
No. And like something you said, I think what he needs right now is a hustle. But what he needs from now.
What he needs is a hustle.
Yes.
He's not a wife.
No. For now, in the now, what he needs to clear his head and then have a focus.
Okay, but how dedicated can a househelp be? The househelp does not have a sense of ownership of the family.
A wife too is the double-edged sword. You know why?
Why?
Right now, Ngozi is not thinking about her own interest. Once she enters that marriage, if she does,
yes,
she starts thinking about herself.
So eventually, somehow, there's a lot of clouds around.
Yeah. Sorry to say, a lot of women, once they enter, it's what is my interest. And so those kids could become a challenge, a competitor with her. And so that's a big danger there.
As for me, I wouldn't advise her to go into that marriage. Reason, a young girl coming into marriage straight to responsibility. It's not going to be very easy, and I think that's what the mother is trying to avoid, to expose to her, make her see. Look, this thing you are about to go into. This is somebody who has almost lived his life. You're going into responsibility with immediate effect. Are you ready? So she should be able to ask herself, now that I want to go into this marriage, what's going to be my take? As soon as I enter, responsibility starts with immediate effect, and not until those children are grown up and have left the home, the responsibility not to talk of. She start having her own. So those things should be looked into. So that you don't go into it because he's your boss and you pity him.
That pity will end once
you enter. It will end once you see the responsibility. And what's this? I didn't bargain for this all my life. Will I continue to do this? So my advice even to the man is it's better for you for him to go and get a widow.
Better.
Yes.
Okay, to go and get a widow too.
Yes.
Okay, because they will be equally
yoked. Of course, they will be more equally yoked than
getting a brand new. Okay, viewers, we were talking about prayer answered, and with me I have I've been talking with Pastor Nosa Boma and Deaconess Joy Alapa. Thank you for coming to do justice to the topic. And to Ngozi out there in court and Mr. Williams, you see the advice that is being given to you is you need to make sure that all the clouds around you are clear And most especially for Ngozi, if you choose to want to go into such a relationship, not as if it's bad and good, but you just have to factor in all
pros
and cons and everything. Are you ready to just become an instant mother? Once you get in there, you are a mother from the first day. Yeah, you may have been playing the role from over the fence, but it's not the same thing like when you're in the pitch. Okay, so and also from Ngozi's mother, we would still advise you pray along with her and help to guide her properly and give her all the support that she can. For Mr. Williams, okay, perhaps you may have seen Ngozi and you think that, well, that's what is okay. Yeah, it may be because you haven't seen somebody else. So take some time, pray and check and make sure that you are properly guided before you take this step. So to all you viewers out there, we want you to stay with us on the same station, the same program, the same time next week.